New images from South Lebanon point to something explosive. Israel may have used cluster munitions for the first time in nearly 20 years. Experts say the remnants match two Israeli-made banned weapons, a claim Israel won't confirm or deny. If true, it opens a dangerous new chapter in an already devastating war. Israel is facing fresh scrutiny after photos obtained in South Lebanon appear to show that it used widely banned cluster munitions during its recent 13-month war in the country. The Guardian has seen images of munition remnants discovered south of the Litani River in the forested valleys of Wadi Zibkin, Wadi Barghuz and Wadi Deir Sirian. 6 independent arms experts examined the material and identified what they say are the remains of 2 different types of Israeli cluster munitions. If verified, this would mark the first known use of such weapons by Israel in almost 2 decades, since the 2006 Lebanon War. It would also be the first time Israel is known to have deployed the 2 specific munitions found: the 155mm M999 Barak Eitan and the 227mm Ra'am Eitan guided missile. Cluster munitions are container weapons that release numerous smaller submunitions over a large area, with up to 40% of bomblets failing to explode, creating long-term risks for civilians. A total of 124 states have joined the convention banning the use, production and transfer of cluster munitions. Israel is not a party to the treaty. Tamar Gabelnik of the Cluster Munition Coalition said the weapon's wide area impact meant they could not distinguish between military and civilian targets, adding that remnants kill and maim civilians for decades after use. The Israeli military neither confirmed nor denied deploying cluster munitions, saying,
"It uses lawful weapons in accordance with international law and while mitigating harm to civilians."
Israel's war with Hezbollah began in October 2023, killing almost 4,000 people in Lebanon and about 120 in Israel. South Lebanon remains devastated, and despite a ceasefire agreed last year, Israel continues to conduct near-daily airstrikes. Lebanon's history with cluster munitions is particularly painful. Israel used an estimated 4 million cluster bombs in the final days of the 2006 conflict, with around 1 million failing to explode. More than 400 people have been killed by unexploded bomblets since then. The high number of unexploded munitions was central to the creation of the 2008 Cluster Munitions Convention. Despite not signing it, Israeli officials criticized Iran's use of cluster munitions during this summer's 12-day war. After an Iranian attack, Israeli spokesperson Brigadier General Efi Defrin said Tehran had used weapons with wide dispersal in order to maximize the scope of damage. Images of the M999 Barak Eitan remnants were verified by 6 arms experts, including Brian Kastner of Amnesty International and N.R. Jensen Jones of Armament Research Services. Elbit Systems, the munitions manufacturer, did not comment. Each M999 shell releases 9 submunitions that fragment into 1,200 tungsten shards. Remnants of the second weapon were identified as a cluster munition by 5 experts. 2 analysts identified it as a 227mm Ra'am Eitan guided missile produced in 2017. Israeli media have described the missile as containing 64 bomblets that scatter in a large radius and kill everyone present. Reports say both munition types were developed to reduce the number of unexploded bomblets. But experts warn that advertised dud rates are often far lower than those observed in the field. Human rights groups insist the weapons cannot be used in a way that protects civilians, with Kastner saying civilians bear the brunt of the risk as these weapons stay deadly for decades to come.